call the timeout. 6.5 seconds left. Take us from that point to how it played out in the end.
Yeah, we put the ball in Alo's hands and told him to get to the basket. He got to the basket, shot a tough layup. You know, we can question it all we want, but senior guard, you trust him with going to the basket. Split the double team and went to the basket. Actually got cracked in the head, but you got to still go finish that. You got to expect that they're not going to call that. He went in to lay the ball up, and the guy tried to swipe it, hit him across his head, and it kind of took his eyes off the basket, and he threw it to the other side. Lester came to rebound a little late, you know, and had to shoot a fadeaway.
Right. So the play was designed to go to Alo the whole time?
Yeah, to go right to the basket, you know, and make the best play.
Yeah.
What was kind of the mood of the team in the locker room after another tough loss?
Man, you give up 42 points in the paint. You know what I mean? That can't happen. You got to guard your man. You got to guard your yard. The one guy that we said that we had to get off his average, number 23, he gets not 23, number 3, he gets 25 points. I mean, you can't beat the teams when their best players are getting their averages and more. Can't do that.
How much did y'all miss, I think, the rim protection and some of the versatility of DeAndre and Jalen on those switches?
I mean, come on. That's a large majority of our rebounds and blocks, but we had enough to win tonight, man. I'm not making that excuse. We did miss it, obviously, because we gave up 42 points in the paint. You know, you don't have Jalen in there, you don't have DeAndre, but at the end of the day, it's a loss. So we can say what we want to say, we lost.
And not only missing them, but missing Imani as well, and coming off the pause. I mean, all that's got to factor into it somehow.
It does, but they've been off 3 weeks. The only thing is they had a home game. We know how to unite. We're coached. We understand how to protect that paint when we really want to. Whatever happened today, because it was just we didn't have enough will to get it done. It has nothing to do with the pause.
How long are you? Do you know how long you'll be without DeAndre and Jalen? Or really, all three of them?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. I'll wait to get with the trainer and then talk about DeAndre and Jalen.
Of course, there was the 4-game losing streak. There was beating Alabama, so you're feeling much better about things. Where are your feelings now with another disappointing loss?
Yeah, it's very disappointing. I mean, we had guys playing more minutes tonight than they ever have, and they just had to step up. It's next man up, and very disappointing because we didn't play the defense that we're capable of playing. You know, they look slow motion. They look like they were running in mud, which is understandable. But still, at some point, the game keeps going. You get your second win. You see what they're doing. Obviously, they started running offense and just started running a high pick and roll, and just going one-on-one.
Anything you see? Was there anything you saw tonight that makes you feel like you've got to do something drastically different?
Yeah, we got to guard. We don't have to do anything differently as a staff. We just got to guard. Yeah. You know what I mean? You got to protect your paint. And then when the ball goes out, you close out properly. We're taught to protect the paint and then close out. We didn't do a good job of that tonight, and I'll take credit for that. You know, we got 2 practices in, or a day and a half of practice to when we got everybody back. Still got to be more prepared. I mean, I know it's been a couple weeks off, but I have to do a better job of preparing us, especially for the next game.
Speaking of the next game, I mean, it is an opportunity for another potential quad win game. I guess what some areas you're going to be focusing on in terms of changing what you saw for tonight?
Well, we just got to guard better. You can't let your man just beat you off like a hesitation move or a straight line move, and then he gets all the way to the basket without anybody else coming over. That can't happen. So you have to change that, you know. And you got to rim protect. You got to either verticality jump. You got to take charges. You got to make people afraid to come in there. Every time somebody cuts, you got to tag. We're taught to do everything that you're supposed to do. We want the physicality of the game to be in our favor. We never punched tonight. They punched us early and then just kept punching us.
What was the response in the locker room to this?
It's not a good response. I mean, we're not disrespecting anybody, but we had enough on this team to win the game, and we didn't win a game that we should have won.